Hello, I'm Rafi, one of the co-founders of Clave, or as previously known, or Clave. Today, I would like to present you what Clave is doing. So first of all, I would like to thank Variant Fellowship Program for giving us the opportunity to both participate in the program and demo day today. Current Web3 UX faces several challenges, which is the biggest barrier facing mass adoption. Any user that wants to onboard should either keep 12-word secret phrase or give their wallet custody to a third party, which lacks the biggest improvement of Web3. In this regard, Clave aims to bridge the familiar Web2 UX with the evolving Web3 ecosystem, filling a crucial gap between them. As our first product, we are creating a mobile-first wallet that simplifies blockchain usage by eliminating seed phrases. As our first offering, we are allowing users to onboard via biometric authentication. This does not mean that we are keeping seed or private keys in multi-parties nor at a local storage. Instead, we directly use secure enclave-generated keys to sign transactions and then verify them on-chain, either via smart contracts or pre-compilers, as proposed in EIP 7212. So I'd like to show you a demo of Clave and how it works. So as you can see, we have built a demo in an iOS platform. All the user needs to do to create an account is just a type a nickname so that the iPhone can generate a secure enclave key to then sign transactions. This key is being generated via biometric authentication, and once the user signs their face, their account is automatically generated. And then in this screen, you can see the authenticated devices, which is iPhone 14 Pro in this case. We do have a minting NFT page for just showcasing the signing transactions, and also since we are leveraging account abstraction within Paymasters, we can sponsor to the transactions. You can see once the user approves the transaction, the Face ID scans the face and then sends the transaction on-chain. Following that, we do have a demo that is also working on the website with WebAuthn. So since we are using smart contract accounts and account abstraction, we can assign as much as public keys to make them as signers to our account abstraction wallets. So in this demo, you can see that the user will write the same exact nickname, and they will see the authenticated devices, which is iPhone 14 Pro. And then they're generating a passkey through WebAuthn into the MacBook device. I'm referring that as a MacBook just because it has the functionality to then scan their fingerprint and then sign the transaction. So you can see that the user is generating a key with their face and with their Touch ID, and then they're scanning that public key through their mobile phone so that they can assign their MacBook as a signer to their wallet. So now, as you can see, also the Brave Explorer of the MacBook is another signer for this wallet. And then you can see that the user can mint an NFT inside the web application itself within the signed key. Yeah. We are a team of 9, and within these 9, we were working for the past 3 years altogether. We have attended to several Ethereum hackathons and won several of them. And within these strong partnerships, we are aiming to bring the Clave into any other area that blockchain touches, and also bring the Web2 UX to those areas. For the asks, Clave is constantly evolving, so we are really seeking for feedback, suggestions, and recommendations to build on top of Clave platform, which is mobile application as first, but then we are looking to improve that in other areas as well. And also we are looking for bean sponsors, payment networks, and any projects that do want to leverage the secure enclave technology underlying to their wallet or to their platform. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Let's go straight into Q&A. First one, what chains do you support and why? And how do you think about interoperability between chains?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the first chain that we are supporting is zkSync, since they are also our biggest partner. We are not only building a wallet on top of zkSync, but also improving the zkSync's AI stack within the hyperchain so that we can bring payment channels or gaming channels. Other than that, we do believe in the interoperability in the chains. So as soon as we do deploy on the zkSync, we will be building the solution on top of the EVMs, such as optimistic chains like Optimism, Arbitrum, or other layer ones like Polygon or Binance Smart Chain.
Someone asked, what sorts of things do account abstraction enable in this wallet that you're particularly excited about?
Yeah, so Paymaster is obviously one of them, just because like it's not just because everyone is hyped about it, but it really leverages a lot of possibilities, such as buying credits within Apple Payments, just like buying a subscription and then using that as a gas token. Other than that, we have implemented session keys, which we have built during ETCC within our team in the hackathon. And within these session keys, I think the gaming experience in Web3 will be way easier, because currently for every transaction, the gamer has to approve the transaction via either MetaMask or any other wallet. But in this case, the wallet is their device. And within the session keys, they can basically give one signature and then allow the game to then move their assets or NFTs regarding that game for the whole session. So it's just like JVT for blockchain. I think that's the latter one than Paymasters for me.
Got it. And do you imagine the biometric authentication stack that you guys built out to be used for anything related to identity in the future?
Yeah, that's a common question. Currently, I do not believe that that's so possible for the identity part, just because both iOS and Android can basically generate as much as keys as they want, so that you cannot assign that into one identity. So in that regard, it's not preventing any kind of civil protection or something like that. But let's see what Apple brings, because I do know that they have announced the family share, just like we are bringing recovery and backup solutions in Web3. I think they're also tapping into that area. So we will see what feature brings about that.
Are you using the Clave hardware tech or the names? This question. So Clave actually is just the same team. Clave just
Clave is, yeah. We just switched the name to Clave, so we are Clave.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. We'll probably have time for one more. How do you think about go-to-market and getting users to overcome the friction of switching wallets?
Yeah, that's a great question as well. So one thing that we were tapping is that we do know any EOA can also act as a smart contract signer, but we are not tapping into that area because we are using R1 curve, which we also have proposed an EIP, and the feedbacks on that EIP are also more than welcome. EIP 72212, which is bringing SegP R1 curve. But other than that, yeah, so for the switching, I do not believe that the technology is like, we are not solely aiming for the Web3 users, but rather bringing real world use cases to Web3 and then onboard Web2 users into Web3. So our go-to-market strategy will be more likely real-world use cases such as a fintech, like payments. Currently, we are in talks with a couple of payment solutions, and then bring some real-world use cases to the Web3 rather than attracting the current Web3 users.
Thanks, Rafi. Great answers.